Ladies and gentlemen,
Of
as
the
you
jury.
can tell, we are back at it.
Like crack addicts.
Like crack addicts.
Hell yeah. You know what's so
Alright.
cool about crack addicts? I seen something yesterday where it was like, my next relationship, we gonna do crack.
Why?
Because you ain't never seen two crackheads break up. They stick together. They stick the fucking together. And I was like, wow, that is so true though. You ain't never seen two breakups.
Two breakup crackheads.
No. Because
God.
like if one's got the crack, the other one's gotta stay.
For real.
But today
Should we-
marks a pretty good day for us, man.
What does it mark?
It marks the day that we started our own company. You and I.
boy.
It's just a blessing. You know, we've been wanting to do a company and like had a lot of the thoughts, and now that all the pieces are together and we signed all the paperwork, filled out all the information that was needed, it feels good. We're on cloud nine here.
We're business owners.
Yeah, we're business owners
Yeah.
and chief executive content creators.
Yeah. Don't
pretty
address
cool.
me as anything besides Mr. CEO. You know?
Mr. Boss Man. No, but the way it's worked is Tony and I are both partial owners of a company. And
yeah.
it's gonna be awesome, guys. Like, big things coming soon. We're gonna have a website dropping here in the near future so that you guys can order merch, can know where everything's at, see everything on one platform. So that just is gonna be awesome. There's a lot of good things with being a company. It kind of just gives us that extra foot in the door to places.
A lot of crazy shit in the works.
Yeah,
A lot.
We're not even gonna let you in on it, but it's gonna be great.
I don't even want to talk about it because we haven't set a date on when we're gonna do it. So I don't want to talk about it and then just not do it.
We're gonna do it. It's just you can't put a time limit on it.
On God.
But not.
We should say something about the PO box.
Oh, yes, we should.
Smack in the beginning.
Yeah, right in the beginning. It'll be on the screen right here. Make sure. Go check out our PO box. We just got one set up with my our new manager, and it's right here. I think it's I don't know what it is, but it's on there. If you guys want to send us any merch, any of your guys' stuff, artwork, anything really.
Just any of your personal product that you're trying to sell, we'll review it.
And I can post it on here so everyone can see.
If it's art, we'll throw it on the wall.
Hell yeah.
We love that shit.
An art wall would be filthy. Just some shit that our fans have made us.
Just crazy shit.
Yeah, like fucking.
I want a bong rocket ship. Somebody drop a bong rocket ship.
That would be filthy.
That would be sick.
Bro, speaking of bongs, I did a upside down bong hit today.
Oh
for
yeah.
For the content. Holy fuck! I did not think it was gonna. I tried to hit it and it tilted and I got bong water in the eye and up the nose.
In my hair. It's cool.
Your hair just needed a bit of a wet down.
Fucking A.
Bro, but off of all of that boring stuff of companies and all that, we're getting right back into it, talking and having fun this week. Me and Tony actually both just started new jobs, and with these new jobs, he's on swing shift and I'm on morning, so we don't even really see each other that often anymore.
I don't see this motherfucker at all.
Yeah.
Always be sleeping when I get home. I don't get home till midnight, but
yeah, and I gotta wake up early. But since that, there's a lot of cool things now because we don't talk to each other every day. We just get to I don't have it.
I totally thought you had my bed.
No. Ask Misty though.
No, I have it. It was tucked underneath the fat. You know what I mean?
It do that sometimes.
Oh, God.
But no, we're getting right back into it since there's a lot to catch up on. Fucking, you work with a mute.
I do work with a mute. I'm telling you, this dude that's training me, I think he's trying his hardest. I don't know. It doesn't really seem like it though. He just does not speak, bro. And I ask him some shit, and he'll look at me. He'll just do it and walk away. And I'm like, bro, how did that help me to learn how to do this?
Right?
Am I just gonna come to you and have you do it for me every time? No.
See, now that's fucking shitty. My trainer, his name's Tom, bro, and he's a cool dude. He kind of looks like Tom Segura. He just kind of has that weird vibe to him. He's been working for Safeway for 21 years.
Is he bald?
I don't know. He wears a hat. I see why he wears a hat though. That head, we have to wear a headset with a Karen in your ear. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. That shit just frustrates the fuck out of me. But I'm driving these sled things that are just hella fun, whipping that shit around.
I always wanted to drive one of those.
Bro, I ran into hella shit already.
Didn't you say somebody's ran full speed into a fucking aisle?
Yeah. Have you guys ever seen the video when the forklift drivers moving stuff, and he knocks down every single shelf in the warehouse. We have those shelves. So like on my first day, I was like, "Yo, what's up with these shelves, bro?" Like he's like, "Oh, you seen the video on YouTube too?" And I was like, "Yeah, I think everyone has. Like it's pretty out there." And he was like, "Well, no, these are cemented in the ground, concrete nails." And I was like, how the fuck did the other one fall?
Yeah.
And he was like, "I have no idea. None.
Fuck.
Like these are cemented in." He said he's seen people like go full force into them and like it just doesn't even fall. But if it fell, bro, there's 97 of those fucking...
You know how much product that is?
So much. And they keep heavy ass shit on top of them. You know what I mean? You got like a full fucking pallet full of water that probably weighs like 800 pounds. It's intense.
Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck that.
Imagine them falling on top of you. Like
Oh,
you
no.
were in the aisle and somebody just starts.
Bro, really?
You just see these aisles ding, ding, ding. You're like fucking
I'd
200 yards from the end. You're
You
just
know,
trying to run.
I'd hit the rabbit button on the fucking thing and just...
And make it go hella quick.
Yeah, make it go faster.
Dude, I would be fucking whipping those.
Yeah, bro. They're fun.
But you got like 2 pallets on them, right?
hmm
Yeah. So you got to try not to spill that shit.
Yeah. But I mean, in between jobs or going to break time or parking the jobs, that shit's fun.
Bro, I can't stop thinking about this. Your shirt's giving me Taco Bell vibes.
Fucking Taco Bell. Bro, you remember my dad when he would sing the Taco Bell song? He was like, "I ran over the Taco Bell dog."
No.
No?
What the fuck?
All right, and we're back. But
Had to fix the mic real quick. It was fucking pissing me off.
Bro, you know what pissed me off? Oh my God, I got so upset this week.
What happened?
Oh my goodness. Oh, no. So there's this dumb fucking headset I have to wear, bro.
Right.
And this thing like does not understand my commands. Cause like there's a Karen in your ear and she tells you where to go. You tell her a number but you can't tell her like normal numbers. Like you can't be like 12. You got to say 1, 2. You can't say 22. You got to say 2, 2. And my first day I just kept saying like 12, 22. Oh, fuck. Wrong. And then like there's commands that you can tell her to say. And if you say again, she'll repeat the last bit. I kept saying, "Say what? Say what?" and my trainer's like, "Bro, I wish she learned how to talk like us." Like I was like, "What about the people who don't speak English? Like how does that work?" And they were like, "Oh, I think she like is bilingual or something." I was like, "That's fucking intense," because we have like hella different languages spoken at that job. Like,
oh, really?
So many different, yeah.
Shit.
But they're all nice. There's just like, and they all speak English. But I seen a group of like 7 guys all just speaking some language to each other, and they're all young. And like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, you probably talking really so much shit.
If you listen, that should be hard to say. Like some of these languages, they just throw crazy fucking words.
My dumbass, they have a sign in the bathroom that says all employees must wash hands, and then under it they have it in Spanish. And my dumb, I was like, I want to go get someone who speaks Spanish and ask him, does that really say that? Like, is that really what that fucking says?
Just learn how to say it out loud and walk up.
I'll be like, ¿Dónde estamos? I don't know.
That's definitely not how you say wash your hands.
No, probably not, bro. Bro, we signed a bunch of fucking paperwork today.
A lot of paperwork. This is fucking sick, though.
Yeah. Good.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, we signed a lot of paperwork today, and we have a new manager. That's cool.
Fire.
I fuck with it. She's gonna set us up pretty decently. I'm excited for that, and we got stickers and merch and everything about to drop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Keep your eyes peeled for some fucking merch. We're gonna get a website going. We're gonna get some merch going.
Fuck yeah, bro. I tried to make a website once, and we got like pretty close into it, and then it got pretty difficult.
I feel like we've said this a lot of times. Oh yeah, website coming soon.
Yeah. So no more speaking about it. We're just gonna drop it.
Yeah. We'll let you know. How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Well, you'll just see it one day, because, we be posting, bro. Speaking of posting, hella people be trying to do streaks with me. And it's like, I don't do streaks. Like, I love you guys, but no.
They're all watching this right now, getting red to the face.
I know, they're like, oh, that's me. So many streaks. No, fuck it. And then another chick the other day swiped up on our fucking little thing and was like, I bet you got a big dick, huh? You got a big dick. I was like, oh my God. What the fuck? I'm slick with it. I was like, yeah, man, hit him up. Big Tony 10. Big Slong. And then she swiped up on my story and was like, this is you, right? Like, this one's you. And I was like, no. I'm this guy.
I'm dead.
Imagine if our names were swapped. I feel like we'd be different as fuck if we were like each other. You know?
Oh yeah. Well, what? Like if we were each other, we would probably be each other. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but I'd make you cooler for sure.
Like I made you cooler.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
That's cool.
I do not know about that.
You know, let's take a trip back to that time. You were 15.
I was 15.
You were 15.
What?
You came to my house and I was like, I'm gonna get you high today.
He said it's Friday.
You ain't got no job.
You ain't got shit to do. It was the day after Christmas.
Oh.
I remember that. Yeah. Jesus is America's greatest president.
Do you know how it went down? Like I just don't even know how.
I remember.
Like, hey,
I remember we were in the basement hitting the. You guys were hitting the bong. You Case.
At this point, you knew I smoked weed.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I did. I hid it from you for a while.
I know.
Because I didn't want that little pep talk.
Pep talk. No. Fucking no, it was you, Case, and someone else, and you guys were just lighting a bong and passing it around. But what was funny is like 2 minutes before I hit it, I was like, "Yo, don't ever let me hit that thing. I don't want to smoke, man." And then it goes around again, and I was like, "You know what? Fuck it. Let me try that shit."
We let you hit it.
Right, and I just remember the pain, bro. I remember the pain in my throat, and then fucking giggling so much, and then this guy Case like tries to feed it to me again, and it hits my tooth. It was clinky for sure.
No, yeah, this guy Case, he'll pull up on you, hold the bong, fucking light it, and you just gotta rip.
Yeah,
it's like,
but it's like,
yeah.
Sometimes you get hit in the face by a fucking bong.
That's not cool.
No, bro. You know what?
I thought I was gonna get hit in the face with a bong today. A fucking upside down bong rip.
Oh, that was intense, man. Bro, I fucking like when we got in the car, I just started getting so hot, like my whole body temperature raised.
When we left our manager's house.
Yeah, and I just got so fucking hot, and I was like, oh my god, I'm sweating. And then I'm going upside down to do this fucking bong rip, and I'm like, oh my, I'm starting not to feel good.
After
like,
the practice run?
Yeah.
After the practice run, you were fucking walking around the house, like, bro, drank like fucking 4 cups of water.
Yeah, bro. I was like, am I dehydrated? I don't know. Like, but I'm kind of like my dad in that way, because my dad gets overheated all the fucking time. Mm-hmm. And when he overheats, he throws up, gets sick. And I just I need to keep my body temperature pretty cool. But no, speaking of our dad, bro, he's coming out tomorrow.
That's what he says.
Yeah, that's what he says. But I always be dodging his calls. Not on purpose, but...
It kind of sounds like you're doing it on purpose.
I know, bro.
Dodging.
Hey, listen, this is a tactic I used the other day. Feel free to use it in your own life if you want, but...
He's going to watch this.
You think so?
Yeah, he's going to be so disappointed in you.
All right, well, I didn't do it to him.
Okay.
I did this to somebody else.
All right.
They called me, and I was busy. I was watching a movie. I didn't want to, like, talk, you know, so I didn't answer, and I set a timer for 30 minutes. Because in the 30 minutes, when the timer goes off, I'm going to text him, oh, I missed your call. I just seen that you called. What's up? You know?
You know it'd be so much easier?
Or what?
You just text him right away. Yo, I'm watching a fucking movie. What's good?
I know, but it wasn't my dad, remember? It was somebody else.
Oh, yeah. I say him. I didn't say who.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know. I feel like a lot of people call me and want things, so I just tend not to answer the phone. If it's important, they'll leave a message. I'm a firm believer in that.
Firm believer.
Firm. Speaking of firm, how long do you think the longest shit ever recorded was?
Speaking of firm.
I'll tell you what, too.
Like the longest shit, like...
Recorded, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, it was done by a female.
I say 2.5 feet.
2.5 feet?
Yeah. That's a big shit. Like...
That is a meaty ass shit, bro.
I know 3-year-olds smaller than that fucking shit right there.
That's oh my god, that just sounds like a girthy shit, like just thick as fuck.
No, I was thinking like
long and skinny, like a Play-Doh factory type deal. No, the longest shit ever recorded is 26 feet.
26
fucking feet.
Was she leaving a trail of drips, or was it an actual like?
It was
log?
A full beam, full on log. Didn't break. It was the same.
What did she eat?
She went on a full fiber diet to commence this.
Oh.
Like she was trying to set the record. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know where they recorded it at?
Where?
At a bowling alley.
Oh.
Because it was the only thing long enough and flat.
So do you think she was just like?
I think she was just tiptoeing on the fucking lane and just
like squatting?
slowly shitting.
You think she was squatting?
I think you'd have to,
Yeah,
right?
you're trying to make it not break.
Yeah, you can't. Because
Can't just drop that shit.
from like full, it should.
They had her on like those scooters that you had in PE.
Yeah.
Like the 4-wheeled fucking trays.
Yeah, and they just cut a hole in the bottom and it just pushed her.
I think they already have holes. I don't know.
They have to, bro. Do you remember playing the game with the pins and the like in PE where you get like a spot and you have a pin and you gotta set, and it's your job to guard it, and everyone's got like a foam ball, and you gotta roll it and try to hit people's pins.
It starts out with like a line.
Yeah,
yeah.
That game is so fucking fun.
Intense, bro.
Yeah, bro.
We
used
have
to
a
do partners.
gymnasium.
Yeah, we do have a gymnasium. We do gotta set up some games like that.
Oh god,
that'd be
cool.
hella fucking fun because that game was fun as shit growing up. That one. Do you remember the parachute thing? Like where you had the fucking like. Woo,
oh yeah,
woo,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
you gotta like get under it and sit on it, and it just stays all puffed up.
I
I don't understand why kids love that thing so much. It's just a fucking blanket.
I thought it was cool.
But what do you do with it? You just and then sit down.
Did you ever play cat and mouse?
No. What is that?
Somebody went under the fucking thing, and there was 2 people on top trying to fucking find that person.
How would they be on top of it?
They just get on it. It wasn't like fully inflated, like kind of deflated, but a little bit of air.
Yeah.
And
So then the people under it, what?
Yeah.
It's just still, and they're walking on it.
Yeah, they're running around trying to fucking
Step on these people.
pretty much. Yeah.
This sounds fucked.
Totally unsafe now that I'm thinking
Yeah.
about it. Shout out Garfield fucking Elementary.
Bro, do you remember doing like the like walkathons?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
They had the DJs out there.
Yeah. I always used to get in
The
trouble.
Cupid Shuffle? Are you fucking shitting me?
The Cupid Shuffle. Bro, that shit used to go hard. I used to go skating every weekend too.
I remember I pulled up with you one day.
Twice, I think.
Maybe,
You
I
went.
don't
You
even
went
know.
with me because remember we were meeting one of my first girlfriends there,
I don't remember.
Sarah.
Okay.
We went because you. Fun fact: my first couple of dates, Tony went with me on them. Remember when we went to the movies?
Yeah, I had to sit somewhere else because that fucking bitch didn't. She was getting annoyed or something.
I think your laugh. It was just.
Yeah, no, fucking.
That's when your laugh was so high pitched it could have broke glass. It was like yeah, like it's just so horrible.
No, I was never like a good person to go to the movies with either. I'm a talker.
I am too though.
But like once the movie turns on, I'm in there.
Yeah.
But like for the whole
Credits?
well,
I
like
mean,
beginning
yeah.
credits or whatever you call those.
I kind of like the beginning though, because you get to see what's coming out and shit. But I was never that. You know those people who come like super early to movies just so they can watch that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I think they just try to get good seats, but yes.
Nowadays you just pick the seat before you go in. And I mean, I feel like the last couple of movies I saw in theaters, there wasn't even a lot of people there anyway.
Yeah, facts.
Like I don't know.
I don't remember what the last. Oh, I went and saw the Bad Boys for Life. That shit was good.
Yeah, I don't know what the last movie I seen. It was probably with my wife. I don't know though. I don't know.
You say you'd be going to the movies with grandma sometimes.
Oh yeah, when I was young, yeah. When I was younger, like growing up, I've been a grandma's boy my whole life. My grandma, my grandpa raised me.
It's tatted on the neck. They can't see it, but it's there.
Yeah, it's not there yet, but it's there for sure. I'm a grandma's boy. Like my mom struggled with her addictions and whatever, but I was raised primarily by my grandma and grandpa and my mom. She did what she could, but my grandparents were always holding it down. And then when I was 12, my mom had my sister, and I moved with my grandparents for the first time, and that was different for sure.
I remember when I was like a little kid, like first time I came over. Well, not first time, but like one of the times I came over to your house and I seen the picture of you and Grandpa. I was like, "Yo, who's this guy?" And he was like, "That's my grandpa. I love my grandpa." Like, well, I kick it with my grandpa all the time. I'm like, who the fuck is close to their grandparents? Like, and in my little fucking 8-year-old head, I'm like,
Right.
why does he kick it with them?
Yeah, well, I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense now.
Yeah. Well, so like I'm super attached to my grandma and the fact like she's my mom almost. Like I love her like as same or if not more than my mom. Like I know that's probably bad, but I love my mom a lot. Like they're obviously the same, but my grandma just has been like that person to always be on my side, never blame me for what's happening. She always tried to help. And my grandfather too, he was always there. You know, my grandpa was the only one to ever come to school events. You know, he came in my kindergarten class. He came and did Stations Friday. I remember this.
What is that?
So in kindergarten, every Friday we do like stations, and that's when kids' parents would come in, and like we do like different stations at tables, and then you do it for like 10, 20 minutes, and then you rotate. Okay. And so then you go to the next. And my grandpa did one. He came from work, did it, and I just remember I was so happy because, like, you know, I never got to do the donuts with dads or the fucking, you know, the...
My school's never
did that?
Shit like that, no.
Ours
they
always
did the Winter Fest, and that's when you would see everybody's parents, but...
I remember, what was that dance I had went to with Dad for you and Kylie?
I think probably Winterfest.
I don't know, because I remember because it was when I was dancing a lot as a kid, because I went there and I was dancing and Dad was like, you need to stop. You're going to steal the light from your brother and sister. And seriously, I put it on my mom.
There's no way it was a dance.
No, it was. It was some sort of like, we were sitting in bleachers and then we were in a gymnasium for sure. I just don't recall what it was for.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know, but it was definitely something for you and Kylie. But
yeah, I don't remember. I feel like you probably came to you did come to a Winterfest once.
Yeah, I think it was probably that.
And you were like, yeah, all the teachers fucking win the fucking prizes.
I probably was cussing like that as a kid, bro. I remember the first fucking day I started cussing, bro. There was this chick on the playground. I was probably like 8 or 9. She was my girlfriend at the time, but I was embarrassed about it because she was a bigger girl. Nothing wrong with big girls. I was just embarrassed as a kid.
Yeah.
You know, and she was a little bit older, and not a lot of people liked her.
Yeah.
And so I was probably in 4th grade dating a 6th grader. And I remember because she wanted to call my mom once. Like, she just wanted to introduce herself because she had a phone and I didn't. So I called a fake number on her phone and she got upset. And then we were at the park and I'm just cussing up a storm at her. I'm just like, you fucking bitch. Fuck you. Like, I don't give a fuck. And my mom just whips her head out that window. It's like, Ethan, Daniel, get your ass in here. And I come in there and she's like, why the fuck are you cursing like that? You're a little ass kid. She never spanked me or nothing, but like, you know, that's when it happened. And then my dad even had to talk to me. He was like, bro, stop cussing. And I was like, fuck you guys. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
Bro, I always cuss, but you were bold about it. You'd go home, cuss out your mom, bro.
I was like, give me some fucking milk.
I would never. On God, I pull up. He said, we ain't got no fucking milk. How am I supposed to make some fucking chocolate milk?
I was a fat ass kid.
Like, what the fuck's going on here?
He's like, what did I walk into?
No, because to this day, I don't even like cussing in front of my mom.
Bro, I remember, yeah, and I used to cuss accidentally in front of your mom, and I always apologize when I do, because I know she always used to correct me. She'd be like, watch your mouth, boy. Yeah. And I'm like, you're right. I'm around certain people. But it's like, nowadays, I slip it in there. Yeah. It's because I'm an adult now. Yeah.
I be slipping it in there, too.
But
I try not to.
Yeah, it's a respect thing. Respect. I try not to cuss in front. I cuss in front of everybody. Like, I'm just me, wherever I'm at. Like, I cuss with my grandma, and my grandma cusses with me. It's fun. But
I always got corrected by my mom. So
yeah, I mean, I think my mom did the best she could, but at a point, I got too stubborn. Not too stubborn, but I got to a point where I was like, I'm not gonna respect you. Yeah. Why? Like, you don't want to do nothing? I'm not going to do nothing. Yeah.
And I feel like your mom would be just, like, sitting on the couch like, hey, stop.
Yeah.
There's not really doing
Bro, my mom and me are so similar. Because when I was a kid, I'd play video games in my room, you know, and I was doing my game battles and all that shit.
Yeah.
I'd be like, Mom, can you give me a glass of milk? Just yelling from my room.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, Mom, come here. And she'll come, and I'll be like, can you give me a glass of milk? And she'd be like, get off your fucking ass and do it yourself. And then she'd leave, bro. And then, but her audacity, she'd yell for me, Ethan! So I come out there. She's laying on her bed like this. She's like, you grab the remote. I'm like, you fucking bitch, bro. I would grab it and just toss it kind of near her. Yeah, it's some fuck shit.
Like, so you're going to have to reach a little bit.
Yeah, you're just going to have to give it an old stretch. But nah, bro, what point do you think you changed from, like, being a boy, like a little kid, to, like, all right, now I'm a man now? Like, where do you think that change was? Like, where it's like, all right, I'm mature and I have to act a certain way now.
I mean, when I really got my act together, I was like I'd say probably when I went from Everett High to Sequoia.
Yeah.
Because it was kind of like a reality check. It was like, because at Sequoia, those teachers really don't give a fuck. Like, if you're going to fucking, if you're
act out or whatever,
just go home.
Yeah.
And fucking, at that point, it's like, oh, so I got to be here, like, to fucking do this myself. Because they're not just going to walk me through it and fucking
right.
blah, blah, blah. But fucking, yeah, before I went to Sequoia, I was fucking class clown, fucking just talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I really
had to step it up.
and then when I started smoking weed, I stopped, like, fucking, I don't know, like, middle school to high school was a jump, too, because fucking middle school, I got in trouble for everything. I just didn't give no fucks.
Yeah.
And then in high school, it was like, maybe not.
Yeah,
like, maybe a little bit, like, freshman year, and then, like, I would like act better sophomore year, but I still got expelled because I was selling weed at school. But like,
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's not really a behavior thing. That's just like, why would I not?
Right? It's like there's a big ass group of stoners, and I'm not gonna bring some weed to sell.
I'm coming to the fucking school every day, looking my custies in the eyes and being like, yeah, after school. And it's like, once I go home from school, do I really want to come all the way back to North Everett and serve these people? No, just get it done there.
Exactly.
And half these people wouldn't even hit me if it was after school. It's like, oh, I'm here now.
Yeah.
What's up?
Exactly.
Or they're about to go fucking skip class. Like, here, take a little some.
Right. I think for me, it was kind of like when I changed like my whole mental game again. Well, like, cause I went from being like super kiddish before I started, like, I would say like 16, 17, I was super just immature still. Yeah. Like, I knew a lot and I was talking a lot like I knew it, but I was very immature in the sense that I'm still doing dumb shit and like not understanding why shit's not working out for me. You know, because it's like everyone's gonna sit there and be like, oh, my life sucks, but it's like, what the fuck are you doing to better it? And I wasn't doing shit to better it. I was just complaining. And like, you know, I had a lot of interactions with my grandfather and like that weren't like the best because of just me being ignorant and a teenager and thinking I'm right over him. Yeah. So like I would say like when he got sick and like passed away, that changed from before I had him and after. It's like tremendously different, you know. Kind
of like a reality check.
Yeah, it was like wow, he's gone, so I got to really remember everything he taught me.
He's not here to fucking give you shit.
Exactly. So it's like all that shit that he would say to me, you know, because my grandpa, the way he loved you was like talking shit, you know. It's not like he meant to be mean. It was like because I'm a big kid. I've always been a big kid. You know, he'd call me fat and be like, you need to get out there and lose some fucking weight. Like, you're fat. Like, you know, and like it hurts me, but at the same time, it's like he's not wrong. Yeah. You know what I mean? And for him, it was like, if I'm not on your ass and like if I'm not yelling at you and if I'm not, you know, telling you this shit, that means I don't love you. I don't care anymore. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like it sadly got to that point when I was, you know, kicked out and I kept fucking up, you know, and I got caught with that girl in the house. And, you know, it got to that point where he just, every time I seen him, he was like, hi. Like, it's like he didn't care no more. Yeah. So like for that, and then, you know, he got really sick and we made peace right before he passed. And like he said that he apologized and I apologized for everything.
That's good.
You know, but it was like, you know, if I would have just listened and like did what he wanted and asked, I probably could have had a better relationship with him, you know, because it wasn't fair that my grandparents had to raise a teenager in their 60s. Yeah. You know, when they're supposed to be done, all their kids are grown. They shouldn't have to deal with a teenager who wants to live a life stupidly, you know, because I was out there just doing whatever the fuck I wanted, leaving, coming, you know, like I would just do what I wanted. So after he passed, it was like a big reality check, like, oh shit, he's not here to keep me in check or like look out for me anymore. So I got to really put all of that on myself.
I have no idea what that noise was.
That cat came in hot. She hit the corner and drifted, bro. I seen her come in like drift.
She knew we had something going on. She can't
exactly. But yeah, then he died, and now I just try to remember everything he taught me, you know.
Hell yeah.
But I bet it makes it hard for other people because I am hella like my grandfather. Yeah. In the sense where I get pissed off if shit isn't just done the way I would do it, and you know, I kind of, you know, take pride in a lot more stuff now. He always tried to pound pride, integrity, and all that military bullshit in my head. But I don't like the military. I never have. But like that's
for some people.
Yeah,
not for me.
Every time I talk to Mitch, he's in the Navy. Every time I talk to him, I'm like, "Hey, bro, don't get shot." He's like, "Yeah, I won't. I'm like, "You never know, though. You remember Pearl Harbor? They be fucking up them bases sometimes. Like, they don't give a fuck." Bro, you know what's crazy? It's like in World War II, Japanese soldiers used to eat American soldiers that were captive or prisoners of war. They would cut off pieces of them.
That's because the Japanese government didn't give them no food.
Right. It's fucked. Yeah. Like, so these soldiers didn't even want to fight, but were surviving. So it's kind of fucked in both sides.
Yeah, for sure.
Bro, but they used to dig little holes, like in Vietnam and shit. They used to dig holes and put spikes in them and then cover them with grass.
That's called guerrilla warfare, my brother.
Yeah. It's like a booby trap, my boy.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Like, I just don't understand a lot of that. I just don't get that. Who, you know, but
some crazy shit. Imagine fucking having to eat people to survive.
Yeah, because your own government that you're fighting for won't feed you.
They probably picked you up out your house like this and dropped you in the fucking
right. And they put, just because China wanted to get, or not China, but Japan wanted to have more area.
Yeah, for real.
Like if you look at like from Japan to China, that whole cultural thing, them two have been at war for so fucking long.
Really?
Yeah, because Japan and China, Japan wants China, and China's like, we're our own thing. And like they've always just wars over time, dynasties after dynasties, just fucking fighting each other.
What the fuck is it? Dynasty?
Dynasty?
Yeah.
Same.
All right.
Dynasty.
Wow. I don't know. People might say it like that.
I don't know.
I've never heard it though.
Bro, you ever heard of ED?
ED? An executive decision?
No, an emergency dentist.
Oh.
I heard about that the other day.
Misty's uncle had to go tap in.
I know, he got his wisdom teeth pulled. I need to get my wisdom teeth pulled. I've had straight teeth my whole life except now because of my wisdom teeth.
Yep.
They're fucking up my bottom teeth.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
That's their thing, you know?
It's all right, though.
You know we're in phase 3 of COVID.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
What does that even mean?
I was honestly going to look it up, but I didn't.
Like, what is phase? Does that mean like we can do more?
I don't know. Hey,
I don't know. What does phase fucking 3 mean?
If you know what phase 3 means, drop it in the comments.
Let me know what your favorite Red Bull is too. I fuck with the yellow one.
Bro, you hear about that big ass boat that's blocking the fucking canal?
No.
In Africa?
In Africa?
Yeah.
It was a big old boat?
Yeah, got like wedged in between like there's this thin like fucking canal.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I know what canal you're talking about. Egypt's on one side and Africa's on the other.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the fucking boat is blocking that.
Damn.
It like got wedged.
Is it like an old boat or a new boat? Do you know?
Fuck, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's the size of the Eiffel Tower.
Jesus,
like,
fuck.
Yeah.
That's a big ass boat.
Like imagine the Eiffel Tower fell.
Yeah.
And just blocked off like.
Damn.
But it's fucking up like product getting in through those fucking canals.
Like the economy and shit.
Yeah, it's fucking up the economy.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to reroute all the way around or something. Find a new way.
Something. They're probably figuring it out.
I don't get why they don't just use it as a fucking bridge from Egypt to Africa.
How are you gonna fucking? Oh well, yeah, but.
So wait. So Egyptians. Whoa. So
Wow.
you know how Egyptians worship cats?
Yes.
Why? Why did that?
I don't know if they
start?
still to this day.
You don't think they're just in there like, oh yes,
No.
still? You know that some cultures require you to pray like 5 times a day.
Why though?
I don't know. Middle Eastern, there's a culture in there where you have to like point yourself towards like the
north or something.
No, like towards the country or something. Yes, towards the direction, and you have to pray in that direction.
That's intense.
Yeah.
You gotta break out the fucking compass.
Like where is it?
Where we at today?
Here we are. Get the mat out. Just fucking. I can't sit on my knees that long. I couldn't do that.
Too much weight.
Yeah, you know, like how do fat people pray?
Bro, when I was a fucking kid, I like sitting crisscross applesauce. My fucking enemy, bro.
Yeah, your feet just die. Like they just go dead after a while.
And it's like fucking. I'm sitting crisscross applesauce, fucking just holding myself up there, just when do I get to like? Eventually, I just throw my elbow down. You know, I'm pretty much laying on the floor, like in fucking like 4th grade when the teacher's reading you a book.
Bro, that reminds me. When I was in 1st grade, I had this little fling called Yasmin. All right, she was a tall black girl. For 1st grade, she was tall as shit, super tall. And I made her my girlfriend, dog. Like, we was fucking boyfriend and girlfriend. But I remember because 1st grade, we would go to circle time, you know? And me and her would sit in the back. And I would put my hand in her pants and just kind of touch her butt. Because it would peek out. So I'd just be like... And I just play with it. And I remember one day she fucking robbed me for my eraser. Well, you remember the little money erasers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had one and I was using it. And she's like, that's cool. I want it. And I was like, oh, I got it at the book fair. You should get one.
You should go get one.
She was like, but I'm your girlfriend. You should give it to me. And then she just fucking took it. And then I remember I had such a hard time like breaking up with this chick. And so when 2nd grade came about, she was in my 2nd grade class. I remember hearing the name, so I got so nervous. I was like, oh my God. But then she never showed up. Ever. Never showed up.
Damn.
Yeah, so I got lucky, but that was the first booty I was touching. It was 1st grade. I don't even know where you get that idea. You just see a butt and you're like, all right, let me touch it.
That's where my hands go. Just right off the
I don't know how the teacher never saw it. Because it's like, if I'm sitting here and she's sitting, you don't just see the hand? Come on now. But that teacher, she was cool as fuck. Her name was Miss Young. And she only taught our class. No, she was probably like 30.
I love a young teacher.
Right. Right. I had a crush on my English teacher at Meadowdale. Shout out everyone that's from Meadowdale. If you're watching this, y'all know who Miss Parvin is. Miss Parvin, don't clown on me. She's a little weird, but she was the finest teacher in that grade, I swear. And I would daydream about like would she be teaching? I'm just looking at her butt going, daydreaming as a young kid, like, with the things I could do to Miss Parvin. the A's in this class I would get.
How you doing, Miss Parker?
Yeah, Parvin.
Oh,
yeah, but I get what you were saying. Yeah, but no, it is funny as fuck, bro. And Jacob would know who I'm talking about. Bro, I think Jacob got in trouble once for bringing NyQuil to class, in her class, and he pulled it out and he just started pouring it in a Sprite.
What grade was this?
Freshman year.
Oh, okay.
Freshman year.
I thought you were a little ass kid thinking about like what you're about to do to this teacher's asshole.
No. It was freshman year. She was my English teacher. Okay. And she kind of had a soft spot for me. I joined the football team and I was like, Miss Parvin, you gonna come watch me play? She was like, yeah, I'll come watch the home games. I was like, hell yeah. You know what number to look out for, baby.
we had this teacher in fucking at North called Miss Bissell. And her mom worked there first. We had Mrs. Bissell and Miss Bissell, right?
Wait, I don't get how one's Mrs. and one's Miss.
Because one's married and one's not.
Yeah,
so Mrs. Bissell, she was my fucking like 6th grade block teacher.
You had blocks?
Yeah, block.
Oh,
like I remember reading and writing.
Yeah, I remember we had 2 teachers in 6th grade. Yeah, but continue.
And then fucking like my 7th grade year, her fucking daughter pulls up, right? Fucking thick bitch. Fucking shout out Elijah and Bogdan. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They've been to her house.
Really?
Yeah, no, they had like a thing for her, and like fucking as they got older, they're still fucking linked. Yeah.
Did they sleep with her?
I don't know. I seen a video of Elijah fucking giving her a foot massage at her house. I was like, oh, he's beating those.
What? Bro, these teachers are wild.
But this was like after he was done with high school.
Oh, I was gonna say though, these boys. No. That'd be so weird though. Imagine you're a teacher and one of your students from a while back just comes and you're like, you're an adult now. This is weird. Like I would just always see that little kid. Yeah. You know, like the kids when I was a daycare teacher, the kids, I would always see, you know, like I can only imagine them as 2 years old. You know, like my boy Nick, he's probably like 3 now. 3 or at least 3, maybe 4. Wow. Yeah. My boy Nick, man, I miss the daycare. Those were some of my favorite times of life. Like that was just such a good time. There was one time, bro, a fucking kid. I wasn't even his teacher like all day. I'd go into the pre-K room, and sometimes I'd go into preschool and shit. But I usually did toddlers. Like that was my room. Me and Miss Vicky, we ran that shit. Okay. And my toddlers loved me. I'd always read to them. I ran a tight ship though. Like I don't fuck around. I don't not fuck around.
It's 3:15. It's time to read a fucking book.
Yeah. But no, it was just so cool because like to train these kids to be like not adults, but older like, kids. Yeah. It's just so cool. Like I was like, when we got this little boy Nick, he's a chunkier kid, little Samoan kid, like big as fuck. And his mom, you know, bless her heart, but she was struggling tough. Like she just battled whatever. And like the daycare I worked at was a last chance daycare. Yeah. So it was like all these kids are either on their last chance or their parents can't afford a lot, or, you know, their parents are working through some step program. You know what I mean? So like we got a lot of damaged goods here, but they're just great kids, like great ass kids, but they had a lot of character. And this little kid Nick, he didn't talk really. He was still like 1.5. He turned 2 in our room, but he was too rough and big for the Waddler room anymore. He kept pushing kids over and like just playing too. He's like a big ass dog that thinks he's little. You know, that's how he was. Yeah. And he just always tried to fucking fight me at nap time. He was cute though. He'd go like and then go back down, and I'd always walk up to him, and sometimes I'd have to put a leg on his ass because he just kept trying to get up, so I'd have to put a leg over him and be like, all right, Nick, let's chill out, let's go to bed. And like he had little fangs, bro, on his front 2 teeth. I think his mom did some weird shit, I don't know, but he had some tongue or fangs, and like he would bite, and like so I would put him in the corner, and like I worked with the kids that would like act out a lot.
Probably puncture some fucking skin.
Yeah, he did. He would make kids bleed.
Fucking.
And like he fucking he was just like, I remember his mom like on his birthday, she told us it was his birthday, so I was hella happy for my boy. I was like, yeah, turning 2, woo. You know, he was all just happy as fuck. But his mom was like, I was like, so his mom didn't bring in like, you know, most parents, they bring in like cupcakes or something so that the kid feels special and we can all celebrate it together. Yeah. But she just didn't have the money to do it, and so on my lunch break I went and bought cupcakes for my class and the class next to us because that was his old class. Yeah. And we opened the doors up and we had a big old birthday celebration for him, and just like the happiness that he got. Psyched, he got to munch on a cupcake. It was great for him. Yeah. And like it was cool because when they came to us, a lot of them were mutes, didn't talk a lot. And we got a lot of them to start talking and say their names, because what we would do is like when it was time to eat, I'd be like, all right, I'd read a book, and whoever was sitting there quietly and nicely can go sit down, and I'd call your name. And so like Nick was always last. Nick and Lexi, my 2 favorite, like they were always last though, because they just fuck around and mess with shit.
I feel like the bad kids are always the teacher's favorites.
Well, yeah, it's because you know there's something else going on there. And like to be a 2-year-old and that angry and upset, it just hurts your heart, because it's like you shouldn't be like that. You're 2 years old. You should have a great life. You know, like there's no reason people should be upset at 2 years old. The only thing you should be fucking, you know, figuring out is what I should put in my mouth and what I shouldn't. You know. But like it was just cool to see the transitions. Hell yeah. No, I miss that shit.
The kids loved Mr. E.
Oh yeah. I remember my first day, they did like a test run, and they were like, can you come in for a working interview? And I was like, yeah. So I come in, I start drawing with kids. We go out on the playground, and I'm tagging them, and I'm running around, you know. And I remember one of the daycare teachers took a video of me out in the back playing with them, and just I had them all running around and trying to tag each other, and like just everyone was having fun. And they put it in the group chat, the work group chat, and they were like, I think the kids love Mr. E. And I was and then after that working interview, they were like, okay, can you come back tomorrow at 8:30? I was like, yes. And they said, all right, come back every day. I was like, okay. And then they loved me so much that they pushed off doing my background check for 7 months. Yeah. Just because I told them, you know, I was in some trouble, but I'm not like a bad person. And, you know, they did it. And then eventually I put in my 2 weeks or something, and they were like, oh, we have to get the background checked, or you have to leave sooner. And I was like, okay. So I put it in, and it comes back that I can't work there. And so instead of completing my last day, I had to leave a day before because they couldn't allow me back in the building. Damn. It was really shitty but thankfully I had said goodbye like before. So It was good, but I went back to check on them, and they were like, Ethan, I'm sorry, you can't come in the building. I was like, but I could go in now because I beat it.
Hey,
nothing's on the record.
That's fire.
Yeah, but just that whole experience was cool.
Yeah.
You know?
It kind of sucks that that fucking you won't be able to work at a daycare ever again because of the show.
Yeah, right? That's totally cool with me,
Like,
you know.
A nice little trade, though.
Yeah, I did my part. I think one day Misty and I are going to open up a shelter, though.
That'd be cool.
And just totally fund it off of profits and shit. You know, because I don't want to make money off of
I used
shelter.
to live in a shelter.
I know. And, like, I feel like that's something you can get behind because, I mean, it helped your family out.
Absolutely.
And, like, shelters are cool, you know. Like, if you can get into that program, do it. Like,
It's a hostile environment sometimes. These homeless people don't always like each other.
Right. A lot of homeless people don't like each other. I feel like they're all trying to steal each other's shit.
I remember, like, the last week that we were at the shelter, like, we were getting ready to move, and my mom fucking seen a cockroach in the kitchen just chilling on the wall.
Damn.
Yeah, and she was so happy that we were getting the fuck out of there.
Yeah. I remember when I came and stayed.
Yeah. We had to, like, hide you because we're
Yeah.
not allowed to have guests or whatever.
Yeah. I don't know how we hid, man.
Fuck.
They probably just thought we were the same kid.
Yeah, there were so many fucking kids running around there.
Yeah. It was like a fucking, like, just a zoo full of all different kinds of people.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was in Everett for the longest time.
I remember I had a homie named Scotty, and he, like we became homies. We were fucking tight, and then fucking, he had to leave, and I was like, damn, I'm gonna come see you, though. Fucking never seen him.
Never saw him again, huh? Bro, what do you think the scariest thing that ever happened to you is?
Scariest thing that ever happened to me?
Yeah.
Shit. Probably when I got fucking caught with all that weed and the fucking scale and the money and shit. I was like, oh, fuck.
At the
It's hot.
At the fucking train tracks?
Yeah. That was pretty fucking terrifying.
Bro, that was scary for me.
Yeah.
That was scary for me, but we
But,
made
you know,
it out.
I kept it cool. I just went with the flow. You know me.
I know. You're lucky you didn't get booked at all that day.
No, yeah, it was the mouthpiece. I was just fucking making them laugh and shit.
You were like, I want to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Look at us now, motherfucker.
On what?
Got our own business.
No, but yeah, he was like, all right, buddy. So what? Like, he's searching my backpack. He's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I'm like, shit, I want to be a fucking entrepreneur, bud. And he pulls out the fucking weed and the money, and he's like, yeah, I can tell. Like, fuck.
Bro, the fucking, what got me weak was the fucking ranger that popped up. He was like, yeah, I used to partake, man. If one of y'all is 21, we can just handle this real quick. Say it's all yours. Yeah. And we all looked around and we're like,
we are in high school.
Yeah, none of us are 21.
I don't even know a 21.
Bro, this guy Jim was like, I'm 21, but I don't got my license on me or my ID. Yeah. I don't think he was 21 then.
Hey, definitely not.
No.
I don't even know if he's 21 now.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Probably, because Cage is 21.
Yeah,
they're
that
the
makes
same
more
age
sense.
group.
Yeah. Bro, but the scariest thing that ever happened to me was the fucking demon that we fucking saw.
Bro.
That shit was
the fucking demon, bro.
terrifying. We saw like this demon ass motherfucker. Look, Google a R-A-K. It's called a rake. Google that. That's exactly what the fuck we saw that
Bro,
night.
we gotta get somebody, like, I don't know who we were with at all. I know it was for Kaya's birthday, though.
Yeah, Kaya was there.
Yeah, I know that.
She goes by Kai now.
Kai.
Kai
was
there.
We're gonna have to get her on the it. We're gonna have to get him. We're gonna have to get
We're gonna have to get him on the podcast.
We're gonna have to get him on the podcast. My bad, totally brain froze. I don't hate trans people. You know, I just sometimes I get confused.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's a confusing time that we live in.
Best intentions, but yes, we have to get Kai on here and really fill the story. And I can't remember who else was there. His friends
Some
for
randoms,
sure.
Yeah.
But no, fucking. We briefly mentioned it in a different podcast. I was informed, but we're gonna tell the whole fucking story right now because that shit was fucking intense, buddy. Like, all right. So what I remember is that Tony and I started sneaking out for the very first time with Tony.
Had we snuck out at this point?
Yeah. That was our like second time.
I probably introduced you to it because I used to sneak out all the fucking time.
Yeah.
I go to the park with an axe and lighter and just me and Dylan just fucking axe some shit, just light it on fire. Like, yeah, look at that go.
Look at that bird.
No, yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, that is weird. I never did that.
There was this one time we almost caught a forest on fire. Yeah.
I caught Meadowdale High School on fire once.
Really?
Yeah, with Cole.
With the fireworks?
Yeah.
You want to know what happened with me? I'm just gonna say, don't ever try to put a fire out with a couch cushion.
Well, yeah. What the fuck, my boy? What the fuck?
We were in Everett, so it was a couch cushion in the woods.
Yeah.
Like we were sitting on it. We fucking made this little fire, and we were like, "All right, time to put it out." My first thought, I'm gonna piss on it. This has never happened to me since. After this point, I was convinced that piss was flammable because I pissed on this bitch, and it was like, I was like, "Oh my god!" I fucking got away quick. And then I'm like, "All right, so let's just fucking throw this fucking thing on it and just
smother it."
Yeah,
it didn't work.
So such a big fire. We ended up just leaving it and hoping for the best.
That's what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah.
No, but this fucking demon thing. So Tony and I started sneaking out at my mom's first apartment. We would just open the slider door ever so slightly and just sneak on out and close that bitch, right? And this was like a different time that because we had snuck out both nights. You were staying like the weekend, and so like this was the second night.
Okay.
And it was Kai's birthday, and we were going over to like hang out with all of them.
Yeah.
And I don't know why we had this, but we were like, let's walk to the gas station down at the end of the road.
Yeah, probably wanted some snacks.
Something.
Yeah.
So we walked down there. It's probably like 2 blocks down the road, just down the road. And we're walking as a group.
I don't even know if that was our final destination. Like,
we might have been going further.
we could have been going to the park.
Yeah, probably, maybe. But I don't know. I know we didn't get there.
That's for damn sure.
Because we're walking and we're close to the store, and all we hear is like something weird, like aha. And we turn around, and then there's just this fucking, like, I don't know how to describe it. It looked like someone coming out of a manhole. Like there was a hole on the ground. I don't know. But something was laying there in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
And all it does is just sit up ever so slightly and scream at us. Like, yeah!
Yeah.
And we just, the whole group took off running. Like, just...
No questions asked.
You ain't never seen me run this fast in my life. I fucking...
Yeah.
I was gone. We were so scared that we went into the fucking Chevron.
Yeah. And no explanation. Call the fucking police.
Yeah. Call the police.
Like somebody dying in the middle of the road. I don't know. This bitch screamed.
Yeah, bro.
Because it sounded like a female scream.
Yes, it sounded like a shriek. Like,
yeah. Oh.
Like maybe she got run. Yeah, it's giving you chills.
Yeah.
Just thinking about
I seen it with my own eyes.
Yeah,
bro.
like nobody could tell me it wasn't real. It fucking happened, right? But that's not even the worst fucking part. It's like,
no, it gets good. It gets great. It's because we're in this fucking Chevron. We're like, call the fucking police. There's somebody out there. We dragged this guy out of his store. He's standing in the middle of the road, and we're like, it was right there.
Yeah.
Nothing there anymore.
Yeah, he's just looking like, what? What are you talking about?
And there's like 7 of us.
Yeah. And we're all saying the same thing, like, call the fucking police. There's something in the fucking road.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's okay. Just go home. And so we start walking back. Oh, continue. I want to hit this right.
So we start walking back, right? And we hear we hear another scream.
We went all the way back first.
Well, no. We went by day and night, and I swear we heard another scream.
Yeah.
And then we
bolted back to the apartments, right? Yeah, we
ran
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ran back to the apartments, and then we were all at Kai's house, and we were like trying to figure it out. And one of these bitches was like, "We should go look for it." You remember? They were like, "We should try to find whatever that was."
I think that was
Kai's little fling.
I don't know if we made it all the way to Kai's house, because I'm pretty sure we seen it again on the walk back. We're just trying to get home. We seen this fucking thing.
Yeah. And then it disappeared again, probably. I don't know. But I just remember now we're looking for it. Mm-hmm. We're on the main road. It's probably like midnight. And we're just scaling back and forth, back between these blocks, looking and listening. And I remember we broke up into groups. And one group is around the front, right? And they're at the top of the road. And they're going around these bushes. And they said all they heard was a growl. Because I remember them screaming and running. And they were like, the bush just fucking growled at us.
The reason why they went over there is because we'd seen it fucking run across the street.
Yeah. And then we seen it fucking, oh my God, I'm getting bumped.
Yeah.
It growled at, the bushes growled at them. They ran towards us. And now I'm sitting in the middle of the road just like what the fuck is going on? And all of a sudden, I see it on all fours cross this fucking road. Like two fucking snaps and it was gone.
Yeah, no, it was running fucking quick, bro. That's what freaked me out more than anything. When I seen it on all fours, bro. Yeah. Like, what? It didn't even have hair on it, bro. This isn't an animal.
It was long as shit.
Yeah.
It was long.
The fucked up part, it was running on 2 feet and then it dropped to all fours.
It was
quick, bro. Oh.
It's the scariest thing of my life. But then we're sitting there, and Tony and I are fucking freaked the fuck out. And I just see it one more time. Walk across the street into our apartment complex, and it looks up over a hood, and I just see these big ass black eyes, like just huge as shit. And
white face.
Yeah, and it just looks up over the car and stares at me and disappears into the apartments.
Yeah.
And I'm like, woo.
And those are the apartments you lived at.
Yeah, buddy.
We had to sleep at that fucking house.
I remember
that
when
night.
we got back, we were so like, we closed the window, locked the
windows,
blinds, we shut the doors.
I'm sure we had some fucking beaten sticks.
Like, we were fucking scared.
Yeah.
And then I remember, because I made YouTube videos, we hopped on Call of Duty and we were like trying to tell this story. Like, nobody's gonna believe us. Nobody's gonna believe us. This fucking thing, bro. Whew. And then I went and told it to, you remember my friends at the pizza joint?
Yeah.
I went and told them, and they were like, yo, I seen one of those too in the woods with a baby of its. And I was like,
really?
What the fuck? And he was like, yeah, bro. I was standing out there in the woods, and I don't know why he was in the woods. He was just a weird guy.
Yeah.
He was just a weird dude. He was a biker dude, just into weird shit. Shout out Miles, bro. If you watch this, shout out you, bro. You're a great dude. Miles and Devin, bro. Shout out you both. They were just some older guys. Like, they were probably in their 20s when I was 10 or 11, and I was skateboarding one day, and they seen me, and I just always went to the shop. I never bought anything, and they would always hook it up with free stuff, so I was like, fuck yeah, these are my homies. I always go over there. But no, he told me, he was like, bro, I seen one in the woods one time, and he said that I saw its baby, and then all of a sudden I see it comes around a tree and starts running at me. And he said he just turned around and started sprinting because he thought he was going to die.
Yeah.
He thought he was going to fucking die.
I would fucking think so too.
And he said that it's called the rake, and that there was like these news articles that got like leaked about people, or about scientists doing experiments on humans, like with animals. And that's what the product was. It's called the rake.
Jesus.
Dude. Whoo.
If y'all ever seen a fucking rake,
run!
Drop the experience
Run,
in the comments.
Oh,
I
this
want to
shit
hear
just
about that.
tingles my brain.
I seen my hair move a little bit. I
Yeah.
fucking looked over here hella quick. I said, "What the fuck is that?" my whole thing was, it was smack midst of fucking Linwood, bro. City. We're in the city. Somebody else had to have seen this. Yeah. The fucked up part, no cars, nothing, bro.
Bro, it was like it was the witching hour. It was like nobody was out on the road at all. There was no people. There was no cars.
I'm surprised there was somebody in the fucking Chevron.
But me too. It would look like it was a ghost town. Like there was nothing. And what's funny, or what was weird, is that the thing we saw when we were walking to Chevron was different than the fucking thing we saw at the end.
Really?
Because the thing in the road did not look like that. Remember, it was like black, and it felt like it had long hair. Like, I think, right?
I don't know. I think
just remember
maybe we just
sitting up.
Yeah.
I just remember that. The fucking. Whew.
Yeah.
Dude.
I remember I wasn't 100% sure what I saw. I was like, dude, I think something's coming out of the manhole. Like the fucking sewer. Because I was I swear I only seen the half of its
that's
body.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
And what's crazy, there isn't a manhole right there. There wasn't a manhole. There is not one in the middle of the road.
So it had to have been like laying there or something.
Yeah.
We just walk right past it?
Yeah.
I don't
know. And then I try to... I tried to tell this experience to someone, and they said, oh, it's probably just some teenagers on bath salts trying to fuck with you.
Bro, I think I was there when somebody told you
Yeah,
that.
And I was like, what the fuck? No.
Not at all.
I felt somebody on bath salts look like this shit, bro. Whoa. Get the fuck away.
Ban those.
Yeah.
From the fucking earth.
Yeah.
They can do it on Mars. I don't
horrifying. Horrifying. But that was the scariest thing I ever witnessed in my life. Like, that was... Whew, that shit gave me nightmares for weeks. I was like just scared because it was in my apartment. Like, that's the last place we seen it.
It's a lot of things I don't remember because I have bad memory, but I'll fucking always remember that shit.
I'm glad you were there.
Yeah.
Nobody would have believed me.
Yeah. Facts.
I'm glad at least we were both there.
You know what I mean?
And we both seen it, like, at least.
Yeah.
You know, that because that shit was just so fucking scary.
It was intense.
Yeah.
I remember fucking when the chicks first wanted to find it.
Yeah.
They were crying.
They were, bro. They were crying first, and then they were like, "We have to find it. We have to, like, what the fuck are we gonna do?"
I looked at you and like somebody else, like, I'm not going to find shit. And like, we got talked into it somehow.
Yeah.
You know, girls.
Yeah, we were just standing there. Really, we weren't trying to find it. We were just looking, observing.
Yeah.
I remember I took a seat on because there's a church across the street. I took a seat on their sign, and I was just like, wow. And then that's when it fucking bolted across the street into the apartments, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna go inside now. I'm gonna go inside now." I don't think it can open doors. But for a while, I was scared because my fucking window just was right there, and there was a bush in front of it. I was just scared one day I was gonna see that thing at the nighttime and just, dude, that would
be terrifying if it came back to like fuck with you specifically.
like it remembered me.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Said no witnesses.
Now we have guns. Yeah.
So if I ever see one of those, bro, I'm gonna fucking throw it. I'm gonna make a rug out of it, like they do the bears. You know what I mean?
I do, bro. But
speaking of fucking spooky shit, there was this fucking. I was reading this article earlier today. There was this fucking. There's like this reporter or like interviewer in like Russia. Right, and she's getting hella heat right now because she just fucking like people are hating because she fucking she interviewed like a fucking rapist.
Oh,
right?
I seen that. Yeah.
Fucking, what's it called?
Rape.
Yeah, this dude. Let me see if I can pronounce his name. Viktor Makhav, also known as the fucking Scopin Maniac, with a K, Scopin.
Scopin.
This was in like Russia.
Yeah.
But fucking he was in prison for like 17 years because he fucking kidnapped these 2 teenage girls and kept them in his basement and was like raping them and shit for 4 years.
Damn.
Like consecutive.
Damn.
Yeah. Damn. He was only in there for 17 fucking years.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I've heard of people getting more time for like weed charges.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy how that type of shit
That's Russia, and this is America.
So what? She just interviewed him?
Yeah, I haven't watched the interview, but I want to.
Yeah, it sounds
a little interesting, you know.
For real, like there's also this show I've been checking, or Misty's been checking out. It's called How I Survived.
Oh yeah, she was telling me about that last night. The girl that fucking got kidnapped and stabbed.
Yeah, but somehow made it. Yeah, and then she made it to a different house. Like that's just fucking. She was also telling me about this chick who got kidnapped, and like, she played the part. Like she was like acting like she liked it, and like she was like, just acting like she was gonna be with him, you know, instead of like, because he kidnapped her, kept her there, and then she was like, okay, well I love you and all this. So one day he left her home. Because he was like, all right, I'm going to be back. And then she just called 911 as soon as she could. Yeah. Immediately. They come, get her, fucking take this guy down, bro. And I'm like...
I want to watch this show.
Yeah, it seems interesting as
What's it called again?
How I Survived.
That's my show of the day.
Yeah. That's a fucking good one, buddy. That is a good one. Fuck. But it's crazy, man. Like, the shit that happens in this world, there's a lot of fucked people. Like, movies... Because like you see shit in movies and I'm like, no way that could happen in real life, but it fucking does. Did you see the fucking drug seizure they did in Seattle not that long ago?
No,
bro. The cops literally, like, the picture, it's a fucking table like this, full of cocaine, heroin, pills, like meth, just all of it, guns, like 30 guns, money, and it all came off the streets in Seattle. They busted a big fucking
it's real shit
dealer. They said that they can't say anything because there's still an ongoing investigation and they're looking for more people. But that's just fucking insane. I like, because like obviously it happens because they make the movies based off real events.
Yeah.
But it's like I never would have expected like shit like that. Like
somebody's got to be serving these meth heads,
right? Like fuck.
And that dude was probably serving the dude that was serving the meth heads. You know
like that guy's a supplier for sure.
Yeah.
Like they were saying they got like a supplier, like a distributor, like level of drugs, and I was like, damn, all the meth heads ain't gonna have shit. We're gonna start riots. Imagine all the tweakers start rioting because no more drugs.
Bro, speaking of fucking riots, there's this place in let me see if I wrote down where it was. Oh, I don't know how to fucking
pronounce that.
Yeah, it's like Myanmar. Like, you know how Mayan
Yeah.
is spelled, and then Mar afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. Fucking one protest, 114 people dead.
How?
I don't know, because fucking like the troops out there are like told to use deadly force, like a shot in the head or the back.
What?
Yeah, since this protesting has started, they've fucking 328 since February 1st. 328.
What are they
people
protesting?
Dead.
Do you know?
I don't know. I tried to figure it out, but I could not figure it out.
Yeah. Probably just one.
Probably like freedom, because fucking something got announced on February 1st, and it was like, it was fucked.
Yeah. Had to be.
People were not hearing it.
Bro, like all of that shit, man. Do you know it's crazy how things just get like washed away by the media?
Yeah.
Like the Epstein shit, or like, you know.
We're gonna bring Epstein back.
Oh yeah, we're gonna. You hear us? We're gonna get to the bottom of it.
Yeah. Don't think I forgot about Epstein.
Yeah, they just gotta
all these
show us those
motherfuckers
flight
in Hollywood.
records. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like some of the people we look up to, like the people you look up to, be doing some fucked ass shit.
Yeah.
Hella fuck.
There's a lot of people in Hollywood you don't think, and they're all fucking rich. You don't think they're fucking with their money in the wrong ways?
Yeah.
Because they are.
We're not gonna be though.
No.
I'll tell you what.
We're gonna be motherfucking. We're gonna have teams out there looking for missing kids.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
We really do.
Once we got the money.
Once we
fucking
got
might
the
as
money,
well,
man,
bro.
like we just really need to do our part to make this world better.
There's this dude that went to my high school, bro, and fucking his name is John. He's been missing for 2 years. Yeah, last seen leaving his house with no shoes.
Damn.
Yeah, so like originally my thought is like maybe he's like he got into some shit and he just dipped like on the run or whatever. But like he doesn't have any shoes, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Holy.
he's been missing for
And it's 2 years.
Yes.
Like,
Or
at that point,
not-
do you
not
give up
since-
hope that they're alive?
fuck.
I mean,
No,
that's gotta
at
be
that point you just
hard.
hope that like they ran away.
Yeah. I mean, imagine his parents though. Like, could you imagine though? Like your kid just got kidnapped or disappeared.
I couldn't.
Like, bro.
And I used to see this dude walking around all the time.
That's
It
just
was
so
cool
trippy.
dude. He always seemed like a nice ass dude. I never.
John, if you're out there, bro, and you're watching this, or if you any of y'all know about John, let's find the motherfucker, bro.
Bro, people been trying, but it's like, what can you do?
Yeah.
You about to just start going checking garages?
I get. Damn. That's fucking. It puts the lotion on the skin. It puts the lotion on the skin. It puts the lotion on the skin.
No, yeah, that sucked for Joe Dirt because nobody knew him.
Yeah.
So it's like nobody knew he was missing.
That was fucked, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you think that's just so shitty, man. I'm glad. I was fucking talking to Misty the other day about like people who get like molested and like that type of shit.
And it's actually like the molesting shit that is so common.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
gross how common it is.
If you like, most girls, sadly, in this world, have had to deal with some shit like that, and it's just horrible. Like, I could not imagine like trusting in my family and then them doing that to me. You know? Like,
yeah.
I just And if someone, I was telling her, if someone did that to our kid, I'd go to jail for fucking murder. I would kill them.
Shove your thumbs through their eye sockets.
Like, no, I told her I'd curb stomp the fuck out of them.
No, yeah.
I'd make them bite the curb, like, because
they deserve it.
Because I don't know if it'll kill you, but I hope so. Like, fuck.
Leave you with your jaw hanging down here.
Because that's just horrible. If fuck people who do that shit, bro. Fuck people.
And they
who do
get
that
less
shit.
time than drug dealers.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say his name, but I know someone who's dealing with shit like that right now. He did some shit. He did some fucked ass shit to his little cousin.
Really?
Yeah. And I don't know, because he was a cool dude before, and then out of nowhere he did some weird shit like that.
Well, recently I seen this fucking I'm gonna say his name because fuck him. Andre fucking I can't think of his last name. Andre Moore. He got caught fucking on an 11-year-old when he was 18. He just now got exposed. He's like 21 now or some shit.
Oh,
but
shit.
This girl that was 11 at the time fucking recently exposed him, DMs, everything. He literally in the DM, he said, "You're the only underage girl I've fucked." She was 11, bruh.
Wow. And that guy's around here?
Everett.
Jeez, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Go to jail, bro.
Oh God, get butt fucked.
Dude.
Get butt fucked.
Not like willingly either.
Yeah, no, like
Holy
messy.
fuck,
Messy
bro.
butt fucking.
I hope they beat you up, and while they're beating you up, they're getting hard, and they're like, "Yeah, we're about to fuck some pussy tonight," and they just drill your shit, because that's horrible, dude.
Yeah,
That's
and other
horrible.
girls are coming out about the same dude.
Yeah, that's what it usually happens like that. Like, it's not just one person they fucking do that
Yeah,
to, and it's just so shitty, bro. It creates this like line, bro, and then you get girls with PTSD and like fucking you get people with like trauma because a gross motherfucker didn't protect the child like they should.
and fucking they're gonna lock them up for like 5 years, maybe. Like that's just how they deal with that shit.
Yeah.
There was this one dude.
You know they don't even put rapists in general jail.
Probably because they get fucking killed.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Yeah.
They don't put them in there because they get fucked with, and they get because my dad was telling me that like as soon as you get into prison, you're gonna get your papers checked. Like there's someone's gonna come up to you and be like, "Where's your papers?" Because that's just what the fuck happens. Like it's a law. Like people are gonna know why you're in here, what you did, and if you fucking snitched or if you were a fucking rapist or that type of shit, you're gonna deal with those. You're gonna deal with those for sure. And like that guy, fuck that, dog. Fuck that. I see, bro. There was a show I was watching, and there was this guy, bro. He's on death row because he killed his wife and daughter.
I watched that too.
And he had a cat and shit, and he was just hella weird and like.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the one I seen, but I seen this one thing where like this guy killed his wife and 2 daughters, and like he hid the fucking daughters in like this big ass water tower.
I watched that one with you.
Yeah.
He hit him in the silo. Remember?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's the one who called the cops saying they were missing.
Really?
Yeah, remember? And the cops came and they were looking at him like they were asking him questions, and he was just a little too calm and like they were like, this guy's weird. Like
I'm pretty sure that shit's on Netflix. If you want to check it out,
it is. It was definitely a good one.
Somebody drop the name of that bitch in the comments.
For real. But
word of the day will be fucking Wayne.
Wayne?
Yeah.
I like it. Like Bruce Wayne?
No, like Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spelled the same.
Yeah.
So it's the same.
Nah.
Same. But, man, fuck that. Let's abolish that shit. They wanted to end slavery. They did it. Now let's end molestation. You know? Let's end it all. Let's end molestation. Let's end hatred. Let's end racism. Let's end all of it.
I bet you if they fucking sent them straight to the death penalty, there would be less motherfuckers out here raping.
Right. But I also feel like it's not really our place to judge other people, you know? Like, because, I mean,
Yeah.
it depends.
You know, they can fuck kids if they want.
Well, no, not judge them like that, but take their life. Like I don't know if that's in our power to say, but definitely lock them up under key for the rest of their fucking days.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. I think anybody who does that fuck shit to any type of person should just sit in a cell and have to live with their choice.
You're a predator at that point. You're a grimy motherfucking.
What's shitty is they have these apps and they have these things to like notify you when a pedo lives in your neighborhood. It's like he shouldn't be out of the fucking jail.
He shouldn't. Yeah.
He should not be out of jail right now. Like, you're letting a dude who can't even be trusted with a child out in the world.
Yeah.
Where children play free, where kids are, you know, shouldn't have to worry about that type of shit. What'd you do if a fucking pedo moved into your neighborhood?
Fuck. Probably nothing.
You got Herbert the pervert just somewhere in your neighborhood?
Like, if I seen him and he was acting weird, I'd beat his ass.
Yeah. But there was one time, this weirdo came up to the park when I was with Elise, and she was like a little kid, like probably like 3 or 4, and it was at the park at the apartments, and this weird guy came up and was just like trying to like call her over and shit, and I looked at him, I said, "You get the fuck away from here," like, and I was just a little ass kid too.
The fuck was that noise?
I have no idea.
Oh, it looks like a computer.
Probably at full charge, but no, it was just like, no way it happens like that, like just everywhere, no matter what.
These kids don't know what to believe. They're just gonna follow somebody, bro.
Exactly. We got to train our kids not to take things from strangers and shit like that. But I mean it's
we
a kid.
grew up on that shit.
It's a kid.
Yeah.
You know.
No matter how much you tell them, they're still like curious George.
Yeah. Fucking.
What does this guy got?
You have a dog? I like dogs.
You got more at your house? I'll go.
I'll go to your house.
Fuck.
Never come back. Yeah. Well, I think that's a good place to kind of wrap this week's episode up. We talked a lot about some good things.
Go check out our fucking Instagram, our Twitter, our Facebook.
Go check it all out. It'll be in the description below. Make sure you go follow us on everything. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.
Peace out. Hey, Tom.